Showtime.
Yep.
All right. Hi, I'm Mike Walker with Keller Williams Realty.
Hi.
We had a 10 o'clock appointment.
Yep.
And it's 10 o'clock. Thanks for inviting me over.
Yeah, thank you.
Excited about meeting with you and talking about getting your home sold.
Good. We're
That'd be
excited
great.
too. Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
awesome. So if you don't mind, we'll set our things down here at the kitchen table, and would you mind showing us around the home?
Sure.
All right, excellent. All right, great. You've got a great house. I really like what you've done, and you've got some great decorating tastes.
Thank you.
So what I'd like to do is first just share a little bit about our team. We're not going to spend much time talking about me, okay,
Okay.
or about our company, but I would like to introduce our team to you.
Sure.
Okay. So we're the Bold Real Estate Consultants team.
Okay.
Okay. I'm a listing specialist. That's all I do is list properties, negotiate with owners to help get them the best price.
Okay.
And I'm sure in listing your property for sale, you do want to get the most price.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
excellent. And most sellers do. We have Sajeg, who is our team leader, myself and Mike,
Okay.
our listing specialists. We have Glenn, who's a buyer specialist. We have Josh, Lene, Pete, and Scott, who are buyer specialists and showing specialists.
Okay.
Okay. Now Jen, she's our listing manager. So when a property comes on, let me back up here. What Jen will be doing is she'll be reaching out to you every Monday, okay,
Okay.
and giving you an update on the market and showing feedback after our open houses on Sundays. Okay. Savannah, she's our client service marketing manager, and she'll also be handling some of the marketing that goes on for your property.
Okay.
Okay. Sue is our closing manager. So once your house goes under contract, we're going to be turning the contract over to her, and she's going to follow everything from contract through closing, handle all the inspections.
Okay.
Okay, is that fair?
Fair enough.
And Sean, we have a professional photographer on staff.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions about this so far?
No, this is great.
All right. Excellent. Excellent. So a little bit about what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the market here. We're going to take a 30,000 foot view of the market and then kind of narrow it down to your neighborhood, what's happening, properties in the area.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
First, what I'd like to do is just make sure that what the county is saying is correct. So what I have here, I'm showing your house as 3,258 square feet,
Mm-hmm.
and from the conversation that you actually have a 4-bedroom
Right.
versus a
Three-bedroom.
3-bedroom.
Yep.
Right. Okay. And then you have 2 full baths and then a half bath.
Correct.
Okay. Built in 2004.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you're on about a third of an acre.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
The basement seems to be wrong. 108 square foot of a basement. I mean, that's a closet.
Yeah. I would agree. Yeah. So what we're showing here is unfinished.
It should be
108 square
should be 1626.
Okay, but it's not finished. I know you have
Right.
the carpet down
Right.
there. Will somebody use that? Obviously, yeah.
Okay.
You and your kids have spent some time playing down there
Sure.
for sure. Okay, and you purchased it back in 2004, I believe, for 2005 for $275, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 275. Yep.
Here we go, $275. Okay, all right. And you just refinanced it, looks like?
Yeah, we just
Okay.
refinanced it.
You just refinanced it, okay. I'm sure you got a great rate. Knowing that you're going to be selling now, would you have refinanced it back in?
Well, when we got the appraisal back, that's when we decided that, now's the time to sell.
Now's the time to move.
Yeah.
Excellent. And you're committed to selling, right?
Right.
Okay, excellent. So what I'm going to share with you is a snapshot of the market here. Have you seen one of these reports before?
I have not.
Okay, really? Okay. So this is our trend graphics report.
Mm-hmm.
And what this shows, it goes back the last 15 months. Okay. So what we're doing is we're looking in the rearview mirror to try to figure out what's going to happen next week, next month.
Sure.
Okay. Pricing the home, and I'm sure you would believe that that's key in getting a home sold.
Sure.
So right now in the market of August now, we're looking at all of Stowe. Okay. All price ranges. We have 149 homes for sale.
Okay.
Out of those, we've had 50 that sold. So we can see that, homes are selling. We've had 50, 69 homes, 57 homes sold.
Right.
And these homes right here are the ones that have gone under contract. So you can see that there's a gap.
Right.
Okay. According to this, we're in a seller's market. Do you understand what a seller's market is?
Well, yeah, that means I'm going to get more for my home, right?
Oh, we certainly hope so. Well, that'd be
Right.
great. Right. Okay. So based on the number of homes that are selling every month and the inventory levels, how quickly things are selling,
Mm-hmm.
we're looking at a seller's market, and that's a good thing.
Okay.
We're not going to spend too much time on the average price per square foot. We'll get into that a little bit
Okay.
later. The last one that I'd like to show you is this graph right here. Okay. This is number of months of inventory. About 3 months of
Oh, wow.
inventory. So based on how many homes are for sale currently and how quickly they're selling, if no other properties come on the market, it's going to take those 100 plus homes about 3 months to sell.
Okay.
Okay. That's not taking into account that every week more homes are coming on the
Right,
market.
right.
So every week the competition is changing.
Okay.
Any questions on this?
Nope.
If at any point you have any questions,
Sure, sure.
by all means let me know. Now what I've done is I've broken it down and try to look at homes that are only similar to yours in terms of square footage and the age the homes were built. Because this was a kind of a 30,000 foot view. This is
Sure.
narrowing it down right now. And I'm not an appraiser, but an appraiser is going to be looking at homes that are plus or minus 10 years of the age of the home that was built. And yours was built in 2004. So we're looking between 1994 and 2014. Okay. And also square footage. Now, most appraisers are going to go plus or minus 15%. We stretched that a little bit so we can capture the whole market.
Sure.
And right now, we've got 10 similar properties that are on the market.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And we're getting about 3 or 4 that are selling every month.
Okay.
What you can see just in the last few months, we've had a build up, back in April.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, spring market. We've had 5 homes. We have twice the number of homes that are
Right.
for sale right now.
Right.
Okay, so we're kind of looking at homes at your price point. We're more of a neutral market. Okay. You understand what a buyer's and a seller's market is?
Yeah, it seems like since the last one we were below 3 months of inventory, that was a seller's market. So it looks like maybe anything above that, it's going to be, or probably neutral to a buyer's market.
Right. You can see a couple of it almost looks like a roller coaster ride.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes in real estate, that's what we're at. So,
Right.
So we're as of right now, we're at about a little over 3 months of inventory. Okay. Any questions on this?
No.
Okay, excellent. So what I've done is I've taken a look at properties that are on the market right now and homes that are under contract. Okay. So right now, the homes that are on the market right now, we've got 2 properties listed for sale. Okay. We don't have any that are under contract right now. But I did search back in the last 6 months, and these are the 8 homes that have sold recently. Okay.
It's kind of confusing because that showed 10 properties on the market. You only have 2 here.
Well, correct, because these are most similar to yours.
Oh, okay.
In terms of the features that the home has.
Okay.
So we have these 2 homes. There's one at Santa Anita
Mm-hmm.
and the one on Sedgegrass. Are you familiar with these properties?
I am, yeah.
You are? Okay. Do you have friends there?
No, actually, we drive through there a lot.
You drive through there a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. And you'll see here, your home has, I'm just going to write it up here, 3,258 square feet.
Okay.
This home here, built in 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. About the same lot size. Sold in 91 days.
Well, those are still active, right?
I'm sorry, yes,
Yep,
I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm sorry, yes. Yeah, these are
Okay.
currently on the market.
Sure.
They've been on the market for 91
Okay.
days. Okay. The original list price was $339. They
Mhm.
dropped the price down to $329. This one over on Sedgegrass, also 4-bedroom, built about the same time. It's a little bit larger than yours.
Right. Has an extra bath, too.
A little bit of a larger lot size. It's only been on the market about 3 weeks. And it's listed about $339.
Okay.
Okay. These homes sold recently in the past 6 months. Okay. Are you familiar with any of these properties?
Yeah, I actually know where all these are at.
Okay. And you'll see that some of these properties
Wow,
sold in about 4 days, 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
Now, would it be a problem if your house sold in a few days with that?
No, not at all.
Not at
I mean,
all.
we're ready to move, so.
Yeah. But you do want to sell your house first before you
Right.
buy your next
Absolutely.
one. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Now, you're going to see that some of these homes, here's the original list price, and here's the sold price. You'll see that, this home right here, based on the square footage, based on the age, I think these homes are much lower priced.
Mhm.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is probably about the top of the market, about 317.9. This particular property
It's a lot bigger
built,
too.
built in 2000, a little bit bigger, about 300 extra square feet, about the same size lot size. That one did sell in 18 days. The original list price was $319.9. It did sell pretty close to the list price. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share some of these homes with you, and I've highlighted a couple things. What I'd like you to do is take a look at these and tell me which ones, based on the features. And I have pictures in here also. If you could let me know which ones you think are most similar. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out some of these lower price properties, because I think you and I both believe that these are not quite in the same condition as yours. For example, this property right here on Sedgegrass.
Mm-hmm.
This was listed for $299, sold for $288, sold in 48 days. Okay.
No, these guys got granite. It's a nice house. Is it gonna hurt that we don't have a fireplace?
Well, there's two ways you can look at it. What would it cost to put a fireplace in today's market?
Probably about. Well, if it's a ventless one, probably about $4,000 or $5,000.
4,000 or 5,000, and if you decide to put the brick all the way up, maybe double
That's gonna be
that.
a lot, yeah.
So the big question is if you invest in that, are you going to get your funds out of
Right.
it? Probably not. So my recommendation is to price it,
Okay.
without it. Okay. This house right here on Saratoga. Okay. Now this is the golf course community, obviously, in Hanby Farms. This one listed at 306.9, and it did sell at full price, and it sold in 11 days.
Yeah, this one's got granite again, and we're not in the golf course, so. Okay.
Okay.
It's a geothermal home too. It's got a newer roof on it. Now this one's got a 3-car garage. We only have a 2.
This house over on Shining Willow
Mm-hmm.
was listed at 314.9, sold at 314.9, sold in 3 days.
And this one's got 3-car again. And you're not making me feel too good right now.
Well, this is what the market. This is what other buyers have. They're what a buyer is doing is they're looking at, and naturally, if you remember back when you and your wife purchased the home.
Mm-hmm.
What were you looking for? You're looking for the best neighborhood and the best price and the best condition.
Yeah.
Buyers today are no different.
Right.
And this one right here, this property here.
So where do you think this home's going to sell?
Well, based on these, now I don't determine what the market price of the home is. Okay.
Right.
And it really doesn't matter, what you paid for, what you bought it for, what the neighbor thinks it's worth, what I think it works, or what I think it's worth, what another neighbor thinks it's worth. The buyer ultimately is going to determine the value of the home. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're going to be looking at your property. They're also going to be looking at homes, not only right here in Stowe, but they could be looking at Hudson. They could be looking at Talmadge. They could be looking at West Akron. Okay. And they're going to be picking up.
Well, we've always thought that people that are looking in Stowe would be looking just in Stowe because of schools.
Well, sure, obviously. However, it's not just the school district that somebody's going to be looking, and they're going to be looking again for the best value. Okay. If we look right here, we'll look right down here. Now you have 3,258 square feet. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the average asking square feet I can see things upside down. I can't read sideways. The average asking price of these homes about 95.62.
Sure.
Ranges from a low of 87.50 to about 103.74 per square feet. Okay. These homes down here range from a low of $80 per square feet, high of 113, but an average of about 94. Okay.
Would we take out these ones that all have 3-car garages since we don't have it?
You can make an adjustment for that.
So that, I mean, that's going to bring the average down quite a bit.
If you were to build a home and you were to add that extra 3-car garage, as long as you have a lot size, what would that cost you? About.
So where would you recommend pricing this at?
Well, it's not the price that I put on it. It's the price that you put on it. That's either going to cause it to sell or cause it to sell. Now, here's a couple of things. Now, the very first, the National Association of Realtors shows that on average, should have about 8 showings before we have an offer. So when we place the house on the market, if we're having 30 showings, what's that telling you?
No, we're priced.
We're
We're underpriced.
Well, maybe, or it could be something with condition too. If we're getting 30 showings and we're not having any offers, those buyers may be looking at, well, maybe your house doesn't have something that the other homes do. So, or it could mean that you're overpriced based on the condition. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Now, also what we're going to be looking at is every 2 weeks, how many showings. So if we've not had showings and 2 weeks have gone by, I'm going to be having a conversation with you. We're going to be talking about where the home is positioned in the market. Is that fair?
Sure.
Okay. Does all of this make sense as far as what's happening in the market and the homes?
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of, it's odd. They're all over the place. It's all over the place. And I'm kind of shocked by this because our appraisal came in at 315, and the only ones that have sold over 300 are the ones with a 3-car garage.
Right.
So why did our appraisal come in higher?
Do you have a copy of that appraisal with you?
I do.
Okay. Why did you refinance?
To get a lower interest rate.
To get a lower interest rate. Okay. So your interest rate went down and your mortgage payment went down. Okay. Okay. And well, that's a good question. I don't know why they appraised it at 315. Do you think you can realistically would you pay 315 for your home in today's market based on the comps that you're seeing here, based on?
Well, I mean, we love the home. Would I pay for it? Probably not.
Okay. So if you were in the market,
my goal is to get the most amount of money out of this property.
Absolutely, most sellers are.
Right.
So let me ask you a question: if you were to buy your house today in today's market, what would you pay for?
Well, it wouldn't be over 300.
It wouldn't be over 300. Maybe closer to 3. Would you agree?
I mean, looking at the comps, no, I wouldn't even pay that.
Okay.
I mean, looking at these, it looks like probably 280 is the right price.
Right about the same price point when you purchased it 10 years ago. Right. So why don't we do this? Why don't we do the right thing? Let's place it on the market at market value.
What's market value?
The buyer's going to determine that.
So do we have a buyer that's ready to buy it?
We don't know yet. We'll have to put it on the market. Let's place it on the market.
Okay.
And we'll find out within the first week. One, if we're having no showings, no sign calls. Let me tell you a little bit about what we do to market and sell homes. Does that be fair with you?
Sure. What's the price that you're thinking?
Price that I'm thinking?
Right.
I think anywhere between $295 and $305 is the price we should put it on.
Really? I wouldn't pay more than 280.
You wouldn't pay more than $280?
Yeah.
We could put it on at $280.
How'd you come up with the 305? 295.
Well, let's get it. You have a calculator here. So if we're looking at the price per square feet, on a low end, the homes that are listed, we're looking at, is it 80 or 87.50?
Well, those are
per
the
square
active
feet.
ones.
Those are the active ones. But let's just, as a comparison, look. Your house should be priced at about $285.
Okay.
Now the average is about $95.62. 311. Okay. If you look at the sold, 94.88 per square. About 309.
What's the average come out when we take out these 3 cars? So if we take out the bottom 3, what's the top 5?
Take out these 3 here.
Mm-hmm.
One, two, three, 4, 5. Let's take a look at those. About $90.61.
Okay, so
61 per
what's
square.
what's it come out to then?
About $295.
Yeah,
So you're just
I'd rather go with your lower price just because of this. I mean, we have to sell this home, so I don't want to waste time, especially if there's so much competition out there with 10 properties. I mean, we can't mess around. So.
And one of the challenges, I know we spoke back in the summer, was ideally most families want to get in before the start of the school year, and we missed that point. The next point that we're looking at is holidays and the white stuff that falls from the sky.
Oh yeah,
So
we got to get out of here.
Okay, well let's do the right thing and let's place it on the market at $295. Is that fair? Okay. So great. Let me share with you exactly what's going to happen once we place the house on the market.
Here's your marketing plan.
Okay, so here's our marketing plan.
Yep.
The very first weekend that the house is placed on the market, we're going to have an open house. In fact, we're going to have open houses back to back.
Okay.
The first and second Sunday.
Okay.
Now, I don't host the open houses. Okay. One of our buyer's agents will. Can I explain why we
Sure.
do that? Because you're hiring me to negotiate on your behalf to get you the highest price possible.
Okay.
But what I'm going to be sharing with our buyer's agents are just the details of the home, some of the best selling points of the home, so they can share that with the buyers who are coming. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, great. We're going to have, within 24 hours, we're going to have our professional stager give you a call and schedule a time to meet with you and your wife.
Okay.
Now, I won't be there for the staging presentation, but if I can just have your commitment to be open to what she has to say.
Sure.
Okay. Whether that be replacing carpets, replacing countertops, or simply painting.
Sure.
Is that fair? Okay. What we're also going to do is have our professional photographer come out and take pictures. Because if you'll understand, the very first showings that somebody has, a buyer has, is going to be on the internet, on the computer, their mobile devices. We really want our pictures of your home to be set apart from the other.
So we're not going up live today?
We're not going to go live today. No.
Okay.
No.
Because a lot of the other agents that we interviewed, they said that they were going to take pictures right now and then they'd get us on the market right away.
Okay. And some people may. Okay. However, think of it as a store opening. Everything has to be right, and this is not an occasion. This is an event. So there's some planning. Okay. There's some staging that'll have to be done. Now, if you properly stage the house, and it may be something as simple as taking something away, maybe adding something to the house, or moving something, or taking some pictures out, or changing the colors. If you invest the time in that, not only will your home sell quicker, but the stats show that you'll sell your home for more. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, we definitely want to sell.
Yeah, so you definitely want to.
Right.
Okay. You definitely want to invest the time in staging it and have that professionally photographed. Okay. So again, I mentioned the first 2 Sundays we'll have open houses back to back.
Sure.
Following that, every other weekend.
Okay.
Is that fair with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And then also what I'm going to be having, I'm going to be having every Monday I'm going to have Jen call you and give you an update on how the open houses went.
Okay.
The feedback from the showings that we've had
Sure.
every week. Okay. Is that fair?
Yep, absolutely.
Every other week I'll be giving you a call on Monday also and give you an update on what's happening in the market. Any changes. I'm going to share with you what's new on the market, what's coming on the market, and if any properties have sold.
Okay.
Because every week the market is changing.
Sure.
Okay. And then from there, when the property goes live, Your home's going to be listed over 200 websites.
Okay.
Okay. And then we'll also have a virtual tour of your home. So we have a seller says sheet right here. And what I'd like you to do is, if you remember back when you purchased your home, you fell in love with the home, your wife fell in love with the home.
Right.
So what we want to do is we want to share that story with the buyers that come to the house. You know, what do you love about the house? What do you love about the neighborhood? You know, what attracts you to this area?
Okay.
So if I can have you fill that out.
Sure,
And what we're going to
sure.
do is we're going to create a listing storyboard website for
Okay.
your property. Okay. And then obviously flyers, et cetera, et cetera.
Sure.
So, also, prior to the open houses, if I have your permission, I'm going to be calling the neighbors in your area. Okay. They may not be interested in their house, although they may be looking to sell their home, but they may know a friend or family member who wants to live in your neighborhood. So if I get your permission, will you okay?
Sure.
Provide your neighbors as
Absolutely.
well? Okay, excellent. So simply all we have to do, since we agree on the price, all we have to do is sign this contract.
Okay.
Okay, is that fair?
Sounds good.
Okay, great. Looking
All right.
forward to working with you to get your home
All
sold.
right. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.